Have you ever heard of a sacrifice so great it birthed a nation? Today, we're diving deep into the heart of West Africa to uncover the incredible story of Queen Abla Pokou, a figure whose courage and sacrifice are legendary. This isn't just a tale from the past. It's the founding story of the Baoulé people of Côte d'Ivoire, a story that resonates with strength, leadership, and the profound weight of a mother's love. Let's set the scene. It's the early 18th century, a time of great upheaval in what is now modern-day Ghana. The powerful Ashanti Empire is expanding, and internal conflicts are tearing apart its royal family. At the center of this turmoil is Princess Abla Pokou, the niece of the reigning king, Ase Kofi Tuduai. She was a woman of noble birth, intelligent and respected, deeply connected to her people and their traditions. Following the death of King Ase Tudu, a bitter succession dispute erupted. The kingdom split into factions. Pokou, a direct descendant of the royal lineage, found herself leading a group that opposed the new ruler. The political climate grew increasingly hostile, and tensions escalated into open conflict. Pokou knew her people were in grave danger. Staying meant certain defeat and subjugation. The only choice, the hardest choice, was to leave everything behind. So, Queen Pokou made the fateful decision to lead her people on a great exodus. Imagine the scene. Thousands of men, women, and children, leaving their ancestral homes, their farms, their entire world to follow their queen into the unknown. They journeyed west, a massive, slow-moving column of hope and fear, facing the immense challenges of the African wilderness. They battled exhaustion, hunger, and the constant threat of pursuit from Ashanti warriors. Their epic journey was a testament to human endurance, but their greatest obstacle was yet to come. After weeks, maybe even months of travel, they arrived at the banks of the mighty Camus River. It was a formidable barrier, wide, deep, and with a current so strong it seemed impossible to cross. The river was in full flood, its waters raging and impassable. On one side, the promise of a new life. On the other, the looming threat of their enemies closing in. Despair began to creep into the hearts of her people. They were trapped. It was at this moment of absolute crisis that Queen Pokou sought the counsel of the royal diviner. She asked him what it would take for the river gods to grant them safe passage. The diviner's reply was devastating. The spirits of the river demanded the most precious sacrifice the people had to offer. A wave of fear and confusion swept through the crowd. What could be that precious? The people offered their most valuable possessions, gold, ivory, fine cloth. They presented their strongest cattle. But each time, the diviner shook his head. The river's fury did not subside. The sacrifice was not enough. Then, with a heavy heart, the diviner revealed the true, terrible price. The river demanded a child of noble blood, a royal child. The most precious thing they had. A chilling silence fell over the gathered people. All eyes turned to Queen Pokou. She was not just their queen, she was a mother. And beside her stood her only son, her heir, the future of their dynasty. Can you even begin to imagine the weight of that moment? The choice she faced was inhuman. Sacrifice her own child, the person she loved more than life itself, for the survival of her people. Or refuse and watch them all perish, either by the river or at the hands of their enemies. This was the ultimate test of leadership, a decision that would echo through eternity. In that moment of agonizing silence, with the future of her nation resting on her shoulders, Queen Abla Pokou looked at her son, and then at her people. Her love for her people, her duty as their queen, outweighed even the powerful bond of a mother's love for her child. In an act of supreme sacrifice, she took her son in her arms, spoke her final words of love to him, and offered him to the roaring river. As the story is told, the moment the child touched the water, a miracle occurred. A path formed across the raging Camus. Some legends say a chain of hippopotamuses emerged, forming a living bridge for the people to cross. Others say the waters simply parted. Whatever happened, a way was made. Heartbroken but resolute, Queen Pokou led her people across the river to safety. As they stood on the other side, looking back at the home they had lost and the price they had paid, she is said to have uttered just two words, Baoulé. In the Baoulé language, This means the child is dead. This phrase, born from an act of unspeakable grief and sacrifice, became the name of her people. From that day on, they were the Baoulé. It is a name that forever enshrines the memory of the little prince and the queen who gave everything for their survival. After crossing the river, Queen Pokou and her followers settled in the central region of modern-day Côte d'Ivoire. She established a new kingdom, building a new society from the ashes of their past. She was not just a queen who led an exodus. She was a nation builder. Under her leadership, the Baoulé people thrived. They established a strong, centralized political system, developed a rich artistic culture famous for its intricate masks and sculptures, and created a new identity forged in shared loss and collective strength. So, why is the story of Queen Abla Pokou so important to African history? First, she stands as a powerful symbol of leadership and self-sacrifice. Her story challenges the often one-dimensional portrayal of African leaders in history. Here was a woman who made a decision of unimaginable difficulty, prioritizing the collective good over her personal love and happiness. Her legacy is a testament to the idea that true leadership is about service and sacrifice. Second, her story is a foundational myth that has shaped the identity of millions. For the Baoulé people, the story of Abla Pokou isn't just a historical event. It's the core of their cultural DNA. It explains who they are, where they come from, and the values they hold dear. It's a story told to every child, a reminder of the strength and resilience that flows in their veins. Third, Queen Pokou's narrative provides a crucial female-centric perspective in a history that is too often dominated by men. She was a political leader, a military strategist, and the founder of a nation. Her story powerfully demonstrates the central role women have played in shaping African societies, not just as mothers or wives, but as powerful rulers and decision-makers in their own right. The story of Queen Abla Pokou is a complex and profound one. It raises difficult questions about sacrifice, duty, and the price of survival. But above all, it is a story of immense love, a queen's love for her people, so strong that she was willing to sacrifice the love for her own child to ensure their future. Her legacy is not just in the nation she founded, but in the enduring spirit of the Baoulé people and in the powerful example she set for leaders everywhere. It's a story that deserves to be known, remembered, and celebrated. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the heart of African history. If you found this story as powerful as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible stories from our shared human past. Let me know in the comments what you think about Queen Pokou's incredible choice. See you in the next video.